America because America is going down the drain and it's got to park somewhere, or what?
Well, we wouldn't say it's going down the drain. Hopefully not.
But it needs the Roto-Rooter man, though.
It needs some help, that's for sure. Yeah, we saw a great demand coming from our institutional customers looking to trade into Asia, and hence we. At May 1st, we were licensed here. We hired the E-Trade institutional team once they shut down their business late last year. And here we are, open for business. But it was for the demand from institutional customers wanting to trade into Asia.
So what differentiates you against, say, a Cantor Fitzgerald? I mean, they do almost exactly the carbon copy stuff that you're doing, or is that not true?
Yeah, they're in the same lines of business we are. We feel that we're sort of new to the block. Cantor's been around a long time. We took some professionals from Bank of America and the old Spear Leads that was bought by Goldman Sachs. We think we have a very professional, high-level team in place. We've got about 55 sales traders in the U.S. covering about 1,000 accounts now.
So you're actually a physical brokerage. I mean, with real people, with real breathing people, with red blood, with oxygen and all that?
That was the view we took. Back 6 years ago, I was running trading at Bank of America, and a couple of my partners who were running the equity division decided that as the world was changing and going more electronic, we felt there was actually a need to talk to customers. We felt that customers wanted to hear a live pulse on the other end of the phone. And that's the view we've taken. And as the big bulge brackets have become more electronic and focus more on proprietary trading, we've decided to go back to the old way and pick up the phone and talk to customers and try and help them.
Well, wait a minute. The whole that kind of messes up the situation, because it's human beings that screw up the world, not machines, not programs, not preset parameters. Are you saying that that online execution is not the way of the future? That we're going to go back to the old nuts and bolts and the wild, wild west, way of building up relationships with old Bob and Dodge, or what?
I wouldn't say it's completely changing, and there's always going to be the electronic trading. But what we're seeing is that a lot of customers are getting a little frustrated with the whole world going electronic and all the volatility that it's creating. Most from VWAP trading, which has become very big in the States, and all the volatility from the prop desk. So customers are looking to us to sort of say, hey, maybe you can actually take an order, and with your professionalism and your high-level experienced traders on the desk, maybe you can actually beat the VWAP for a change, unlike what they're getting elsewhere at the big bulge bracket firms.
But this means it's more expensive. You have to pay a human being more than you have to pay a Cyborg 2000 model, correct?
Well, as prices have come down, and it seems like on the electronic end, prices have stopped going down, we think we're very competitive. And for the extra, the small fee that you're paying to talk to a live human, we think we more than make up for that with our expertise.
And where are the trading trends right now? I mean, commodities are a big, big thing. You can't go anywhere without seeing somebing like Jim Rogers' face on the screen or in the paper or in a magazine. You got metals, you got all this stuff. Exploding populations around the world, just sucking up more of the Earth's resources. You got hedge funds, the macro strategists doing fairly well. The event-drivens are coming back as well. From your perch, because you're purely, because you execute, where are we headed with what's popular nowadays?
We still focus on equities. We think equities are here to stay for a long time. And the trends we're seeing, like we said, is we're seeing the flow into Asia. Also, what we're seeing is a great deal of interest in trading in new markets that are popping up. We've and especially from our Asian customers, we're seeing customers asked to trade in countries like Nigeria, Kazakhstan. So people are looking to chase performance elsewhere. I think they're realizing that they can't get it so much in the U.S. And the developed markets here in Asia, and so they're starting to look to Eastern Europe, Africa, countries like that.
Well, welcome to Hong Kong, okay?
Well, thanks.
Look forward to a long relationship having you here. Kevin Chessen from BTIG. When we return in our next segment, Myanmar and the devastating aftermath, the chairman of Save the Children going to come here to tell us if things are getting any better in that neck of the woods.
The segment of Bloomberg Live you've just watched was brought to you by ING Private Banking. ING Private Banking, taking you further.